on, everyone? Welcome back to BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it over here. Report comes out from the Bleacher Report saying that the Brooklyn Nets aren't interested in any of the Zach LaVine trade rumors or anything like that. Should they actually make a move like this? His preferred preference, is actually Los Angeles. Like we actually seen what happened with the Dame Lillard situation. His destination was actually Miami, but when you look at the culture of the Brooklyn Nets, I can't believe I'm actually saying that word. But the culture of the Brooklyn Nets compared to the Los Angeles Lakers, I mean, it's a mess over there, man. It is a hot mess in La La Land over there. So let's get into this story, and I guess we're gonna look at some of the money that's owed to Zach LaVine, and I'm assuming that's why they don't want to actually really kind of do this move over here. But it says rumors and speculation are running rampant regarding the Chicago Bulls possibility trading two-time All-Star guard Zach LaVine. But the Brooklyn Nets reportedly aren't expected to be in the running for his services. So, what do you guys actually think? You think Sean Marks actually makes a move over here? He's actually working in the dark somewhere to really kind of try to make this move happen. And it says Shams Charania and Daryl Mayberry of The Athletic reported Tuesday that the Bulls have increased openness when it comes to the possibility of trading LaVine, and they named the Los Angeles Lakers, Philadelphia 76ers, and Miami Heat as the teams are expected to have interest right there. So, and it looks like the money that's actually owed on Zach LaVine's contract is 5 years. Get it over here. I should have a drum roll effect over here. 5 years, 215 simoleons. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right. So 5 years, $250 million. And while the Bulls last year, they went 40 or 42, missed the playoffs last year. So, all right, I guess maybe he doesn't really have that much impact on winning. And, I mean, there was a career high game I was watching before this, like some highlights. 51 points from Zach, but, I mean, I guess the Detroit Pistons, he couldn't actually really kind of bring that team over the hump. And you got to look at yourself and say, wow, okay, if the Brooklyn Nets actually do get Zach, what do you actually have to give up to actually get him? And when you do get him, is it enough to actually compete against the Boston Celtics, Philadelphia, the Milwaukee Bucks? I mean, so let's look at the injury history of Zach LaVine and knee soreness in 2022. He had to have fluid drained from him. His left knee also received a cortisone shot. That's not necessarily great right there. So COVID health and safety protocols right there. Sorry about that. A quad in 2020, ankle in 2018, ACL in 2017. So I don't know if you guys actually really think that he's worth 5 years, $215 million. Now, I argue no, that if the Brooklyn Nets actually do acquire him, I mean, you have to make this money match somehow. It would probably have to be a 3-team trade. I don't know if anybody wants Ben Simmons, but when you actually look at Zach LaVine on the offensive side of things, that I mean, definitely can shoot the three, and I mean all the stuff I was highlighting that I need Ben to do in terms of scoring. Then that he would actually score. I mean, he can get to the paint, finish. But I guess you gotta look at these injuries. Like you have like lower extremity injuries, like knees. A lot of knee injuries, a lot of ankle. 2018. You look at Kyrie Irving. I was saying this about Kyrie Irving. Like on the live stream I did the other day, that we as the Brooklyn Nets, we didn't get the Cleveland Cavaliers version of Kyrie Irving. Because you got to look at all the injuries he actually had, and he's like, okay, let me kind of play this safe. And go look at Kyrie Irving pre-20, in Cleveland, and then go look at Kyrie Irving when he was actually with the Brooklyn Nets. Wasn't really getting the same player. He wasn't really kind of, putting his body into the chest into the chest of defenders, and he wasn't doing all that. He was trying to shy away from contact. Again, like these guys are actually human beings. So at the end of the day, they don't want to actually have to feel like, pain is a part of basketball, but you're talking about like ACL injury. I mean, this is extreme pain over here. Back injuries, extreme pain. Have to be on crutches, have to have people assist you. So let's get back into this over here. And it says LaVine's scoring is down a bit so far this season. 21.7 games. What's his assist averages? I probably should have had that stuff queued up already. My bad. My bad. My fault right there. Um, oh, okay. Here we go. 4.3 assists a game. So there you go right there. He doesn't actually make his plays better. And, Gilbert Arenas actually was saying something. Well, if you can actually go out there and score 10 or 12 straight points, you kind of actually do it. But, when he was actually going through the NBA back then, they didn't really have a lot of guys that can really probably guard him or challenge him at the rim. Now you got athletes, you got guys like Nick Claxton and Jared Jackson Jr. I mean, bigs that can actually move their feet, slide their feet, and really kind of challenge them. So you're not going to just go ahead and score 12 straight points in a row like that. And when other guys don't touch the basketball, everybody who actually played basketball, you played with a guy who was a ball hog, who don't want to play, who had Kobe Bryant as their like their mentor, their idol, I guess, and they want to be like Kobe, and they'll take tough shots. So, but 4.3 assists for your point guard, especially making $215 million, it's not that great, man. You need to get at least seven to eight assists per game. You gotta, make those, those C guys, those B guys actually better. You can't look at them and say, oh, okay, well, they're not like, high percentage one-on-one players. And, you got, as a point guard, actually really got to put them in the best position, or as the best player in the, on the team, to actually put these guys in the best position to actually thrive. You saw how Jason Kidd got Mikey Moore paid, and Nana Christage, and Kenyon Martin, who had no ball handling skills on the NBA level, no post-up moves, no jump shot, no footwork. Just a guy whose strength was to be able to run the floor and finish at the rim. He got him a $100 million contract. It was a $90 million contract plus a $10 million sign-on bonus at that time to go with Denver. So that's how good he actually, and that's exactly what I mean about making players better. So that's another thing. And he's like 27 years old. So I don't know if he can actually incorporate those kind of things into his game. I highly doubt. I don't know if he's actually willing to do it. I mean, he's paid $215 million, man. I'm like, man, I'm taking my foot off the gas right there, man. That everybody's built like LeBron or MJ. I mean, like LeBron played like he was broke, man. Like he was still fighting for a contract. All right, so I'm rambling enough. Let's get on to the next video here. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace out.